Hello everyone, this is Minal Reddy. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss topics related to hydropower plant of power generation technology. Now let us see. The contents of my video lectures are general arrangement of hydroelectric power plant, dams, spillways, gates, and the different topics or different types related to this dam, spillways and gate. Before that, the learning outcomes of this my session are: at the end of this session, learner will be able to explain different components of hydropower plant and also explain importance and types of different components of the hydroelectric power plant. Now, this is the general arrangement of hydroelectric power plant. As we all know, the operation of hydroelectric power plant, that is, in hydroelectric plant, the potential energy of a water is converted into kinetic energy first, passing through tunnel to the powerhouse. The kinetic energy of water is converted to mechanical energy in the water turbines, and the mechanical energy of water turbines is further utilized to run the electric generator. This is the common principle of hydroelectric power plant. Now, the components of hydroelectric power plants are the reservoir, dam, trash rack, gate, penstock, transformer room, transmission line, generator, hydroelectric turbines, tail water level or tail race, powerhouse, and lastly transmission tower. So these are the components of hydroelectric power plant, but here I am going to discuss some of them. So first is dam. So what is the dam? It is the most important and expensive structure which stores water and increases water head required to generate the power. The site selection of dam depends on topographical, geological, availability of material and labor cost. Commonly used dams are classified into two, that is masonry dam and earth-fill dam. Again, these two dams are divided into number of types. So let us see. So masonry dam is further subdivided into gravity dam, buttress dam and arch dam according to their shape and size. Earth-fill dam is further divided into earth-fill and rock-fill. Now let us see in detail each of these type of dam. So first is solid gravity dam. So material used for solid gravity dam is concrete. This dam is solid through its length. Height of dam is limited. Built on rock foundation. Simple in design but carry massive volume. So in this picture you can see this is the solid gravity dam which has limited height but carries the massive volume, and it is made up of concrete and it is solid through the length. Next is the arch dam. It is solid concrete structure, as name suggests, arch. It is curved upstream to resist the part of the pressure due to the water. It not only cheaper but stronger than the gravity dams, and it is safe against earthquake. So in this picture you can see this is the arch dam. Next is the buttress dam. It is more and more popular as it is economical. Also it is suitable for weaker foundations and it is safe against earthquake. So due to these advantages of economical, suitable for weaker foundation and safe against earthquake, this buttress dam is more and more popular due to this shape of that dam. It is called as the buttress dam. Next type is earth-fill and rock-fill dam. The only difference is that material that are used for the dam. So earth material like rocks, sands and clay are used in case of earth-fill and rock-fill dam. Again, it is built on weak foundations. In case of rock-fill dam, it is a midway between the gravity dam and earth-fill dam. It provides high resistance to earthquake because of its flexible characteristics as it uses rocks, and the height of that rock-fill dam is about 300 meter and it is long in terms of 1000 meter. Now next types of spillways. Now what is the spillway? It is the safety wall for the dam. So the spillway is used to discharge the water during flood period without passing through the powerhouse. So it acts as a safety wall for a dam. They maintain water level in the reservoir below a predetermined maximum level. So it avoids the flood. There are different types of spillways. The main function of spillway is to maintain the water level in the reservoir below a predetermined maximum level. So the types of spillways are solid gravity or overall spillway, chute spillway, side channel spillway, saddle spillway, shaft spillway and siphon spillway. Let us see one by one. Solid gravity or overall spillway. Normally this type of spillways are provided in case of gravity dam. Excess water above the full reservoir level flows over the crest. Crest means a peak water level in the form of low rolling sheet of water. So in this diagram you can see here there is the rolling sheet over water is flows. So such a structure is called as the solid gravity or overall spillway. This is the simplest spillway. Next is the chute spillway. It is similar to overall type spillways as we see previous, except that at the end of spillway this spillway channel is provided to meet the river. So that means the excess water that can be discharged from the spillway is provided to the river. So this is the difference between overall spillway and chute spillway. In case of overall spillway, this water is not provided to the river. Next is the side channel spillway. This type of spillway given when valley is too narrow to accommodate chute spillway. As you see here, you can see here the space is more required for the chute spillway, but whenever there is no space is available, a chute spillway is used, and in case of chute spillways a narrow spillway is provided like this. The flow of water is inside the channel is either used as a channel or it meets to the river. Also in case of side channel spillway, a emergency path is provided for the flood water. Now saddle spillway. This type of spillway are constructed when any of the above type of spillways are not possible. That means overall spillway, chute spillway and side spillway are not possible to construct. At that time saddle spillways are used. Now how these saddle spillways are constructed? So it is a simple. They are be some natural depression or a saddle. So in this figure you can see the saddle means this is the natural depression on the periphery of the reservoir, like a basin away from the dam. So such a construction is called as the saddle spillway, which provides the overflowing of dam during flood period. Now this is the shaft spillway. The shape of this is like a funnel, as you see in this figure. Funnel construction adjoining the dam. It is connected to the dam. Its lower end is turned at right spillway angle and horizontally taken out of dam. So such a construction like a funnel is called as the shaft spillway. Whenever there is the water level increases, this water is accommodated in this funnel construction, so dam flooding is avoided. Next is the siphon spillway. It is constructed in the form of siphon. The crest of spillway is kept at full reservoir level. If water rises above full level of reservoir, water enters into spillways and discharge. So in this diagram you can say the water level of dam is like that, but if it increases above that, the water can be collected through that spillway, siphon spillway, so this water level is maintained. So this is all about the spillways. Now let us discuss about the gates. The gates are required for opening and closing the water level conditions. So there are different types of gates. Let us see one by one. It is the vertical lift gate. Normally it is made up of steel and it slides vertically as shutter of any shop you can slide. So it is a simple type of gate, slides vertically. This is used for small power plant, as hydraulic force on a gate are lower in case of small power plants. Next is the radial gate. In that radial gate, a segment of cylinder supported on a steel framework which is pivoted. So you can see here, this is the construction of gate pivoted at that point, and it can open or close by moving this steel framework. So advantage of this radial gate, friction is much less as compared to vertical lift gate. So you can see here, this is the radial gate. Next is the rolling gate. So in this picture you can see there are the moving cylinders. So these red colors are the moving cylinders, and by rolling these moving cylinders you can open the valve or close the valve. So preferred for long span moderate height dams to open or close the valves. So this is again a simple type of rolling gate. Next is the drum gates. In the drum gates that are hinged at upstream edge, and when lowered it conforms closely to the shape. So in that case the hinge is provided here, and by moving this drum gate you can close or open the valve of that dam. Next is the tilting flap gate. The lowered edge of flap is hinged to the upstream part of dam, and upper edge is held in position by chains or screw rods. So you can see here the flap is hinged to the upper stream part of the dam, and upper edge is held in position by chains. so it can open or it can flap during the opening of whenever opening of water is required. So these are the tilted flap gate. These are more suitable for small size opening. So this is the gates of dam. So thank you.